Alright, welcome back to another SegWeather video, and we're back with your forecast for your Sunday, August 23rd of 2026. We're going to dive into what to expect for your day. Looking at our current watches and warnings, we do have a heat advisory in parts for much of the Mid-South still for your day today. That's in the orange area, meaning heat index values over 100 being possible, and then the dark pinks representing areas of extreme heat warnings, meaning values over 105 being likely for these areas. And same thing for the Southwest, seeing the exact same situation occur. But up towards the Pacific Northwest, looking at some air quality alerts in place for your day today due to those lingering fires creating that smoke left over in the atmosphere. So could see that for your day today in those areas. And speaking of that front that's currently moving through parts of the country, I do have some shower and storm chances moving through parts of the eastern parts of the nation, especially Vermont, a few showers in New York, and then parts of Nebraska seeing some showers right now in accordance to that front, and some of that up here towards the Canada border as well, with another round of showers just west of Florida. And looking where that front is currently sitting over eastern parts of our nation right now, especially around New Jersey, stretching down towards the deep south as a stationary front, and then up towards Montana as a warm front. So kind of looking at a change in the front as we go from cold front to stationary front to warm front. But a lot of this region seeing cooler and drier air this morning, looking at lots of sunshine, and also looking at, again, not much humidity coming into the air at this time. But unfortunately, for areas around that bubble, we do have a severe threat in place, especially for parts of the Rockies, looking at a slight risk in parts for Montana, parts of the Rockies in the upper plains. Could see some scattered severe storms possible today. And then surrounding that, a marginal risk for some strong storms for a lot of the Rockies as well into parts of the nation's midsection, southwest, the southeast as well, and even parts of the northeast could see some isolated strong storms being possible for your day today. Looking at your threats, tornado risk does not look to be a threat at all today, so good news once again for a lot of the country. But for damaging wind risk, it will be there, looking at up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, probably 70, especially in the yellow highlighted area in parts of the Rockies. Elsewhere, just looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts at the highest with some of these storms. And then hail risk also looking quite significant out towards the Rockies into parts of the plains. Could see hail up to an inch, maybe close to 2 inches with the strongest storms, especially in this yellow highlighted area at this time. Now, looking at the future models between now and Monday morning, do expect that system that's moving through parts of the eastern U.S. to deliver some more shower and storm chances to a lot of these areas, as this low pressure system kind of just sits there and stalls for a little bit. So looking at some elevated showers, maybe a couple storms being possible, some isolated strong storms again, and then back in the plains, a few strong storms for you guys as this warm front begins to slowly push back to the east. But again, go see activity kind of moving slowly along that front as it does push slowly to the east as well. And in terms of temperatures, looking at a hot, steamy day for a lot of the South, still looking at 90s to 100s for a lot of you guys. Southwest temperatures 100s, 120s, and then 90s for a lot of the deep South as well. And even parts of the upper Rocky could see temperatures in the 90s at this time. But out towards the Midwest, temperatures in the 70s today with some 60s even in parts of the Northeast. So a lot cooler this afternoon, looking quite nice. But again, a few showers for New York, so you may not quite feel the sunshine as it will be quite rainy over there, but you will be seeing those cooler temperatures at this time. And looking at the humidity, it's going to be quite low for a lot of the Midwest, as again, looking at dew points below 60, so not too bad. But for East Coast, could see dew points in the 60s before that front does move through the deep South. Dew points in the 60s, low 70s, so quite humid, and in the plains, a little plume of moisture in that area, while the West Coast, as usual, remains quite dry at this time. Now, this cooler pattern that's settled into Midwest and Northeast, we do expect it to hold its ground until probably at the end of the month, looking at lots of cooler temperatures roughly in the 70s to maybe a couple days in the lower 80s. That will last likely into the early part of September, so maybe around December 2nd, December 3rd, we may see a change in the pattern where we see those warmer than average temperatures return. But until then, looking at cooler than normal temperatures for a lot of this region, but for the South, remaining hot and humid well into the first part of September, so not looking at much hope there at this time. But that's it for today's update. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more of this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to always get updated on whenever I post a video on this channel. Have a great day and stay weather aware.